Introduce. Oh, thank you. Let me go ahead and introduce one of our chapter brothers, Brother Mark Ellis, who came through in spring 1990 from Chi chapter. Brother Mark Ellis is a graduate of NYU School of Business and got his MBA in Finance and Marketing. Morehouse College, 1992, got his bachelor's in finance. And he is currently the CEO of Thanks Again, LLC. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what his company does. And then we'll just go ahead into get into a little bit of a dialogue. So Brother Mark Ellis, welcome.
Thank you.
If you could just go ahead and kind of speak to your chapter brothers, man, and tell us what your company does and what you're about. I know you and I had the discussion, but just for the good of the brotherhood.
Sure. Well, Thanks Again is the leader in the U.S. and in several continents in airport loyalty and engagement. And the problem that we solve is that we give airports and cities a better understanding of who their passengers are and put a platform in place that encourages more spending, so more revenue for the airport and city. We currently have our platform in over 150 airports. We're expanding internationally. We run airports like the Dubai Duty Free program. We have over 5 million members in our program. We are the leader in the space and continue to expand our platform, again, as I mentioned, across the US and internationally. We're really focused on data analytics, where we focus and drill down on who customers are, their demographic profile, their preferences, their psychographic data. And we use that information so that the airports and the cities can use it to influence and create a better experience, a travel experience, and also make it a rewarding experience. So we're a significant driver of revenue for, as I mentioned, over 150 airports, and that's expanding very quickly.
Excellent, excellent. So Brother Ellis, tell us a little bit about what was the driver behind you starting this business? Like what motivated you to do this?
I believe with any business, you look for what problem you can solve. And we saw a significant void in the understanding by airports and cities about who their passengers are, and an understanding of how often do they come, what services do they use, how could you improve the experience? And the primary reason that they had the issue, because they'd had no database or they couldn't track their interactions with passengers. So what we did was we built a platform that did just that. Our first airport was in Anchorage, Alaska, as crazy as that sounds. And we launched our first airport in 2010. And we saw that when we put the airport in place, we provided significant data for the airport. We increased revenue by about 76% per transaction. And as that word got out, it just started expanding. Our second airport was Gulfport, Mississippi. Then we won our largest airport, which is Atlanta. And the latest airport we just won was last week. We won Massport or Boston Logan, 5-year contract, about $3 million in sales of the contract. So the value that we're providing, the issue that we're solving for the airport is valuable, and they compensate us for solving that issue. But that's where I start first with any business proposition. What problem am I solving? What's the value of the solution? And can I produce consistency in delivering a solution for my customer?
That is awesome, Brother Ellis. Awesome. As you know, we have brothers who aspire to be entrepreneurs, right? And you've got your good and bad when it comes to business. What are some challenges that you had to face as you expanded your business?
There have been many. I'll tell you that. There have been many. I try to say this: don't make the same mistake twice.
Right.
And one saying I have is don't go around the block just to go next door. If you can use technology, if you can use efficiency, think through your problem, use technology to solve it. One issue, particularly with African-American or minority-based businesses, you have is limited capital. So what you have to do is use your capital wisely. And the way to do that today, thankfully, there's significant technology which can improve your productivity, improve your efficiency, but you have to think through the solution, think through the technology that's required, think through the development specs. Those are the type of things you must do. So any advice that I would give, don't make the same mistake twice. Develop a platform and use and leverage technology that exists. And again, make sure that you can value the solution that you're providing. Pricing is significant. And typically with African-American businesses, we undervalue or underprice our solution. So understanding those things is, I think, are critical to developing a successful business.
Awesome, man. Good stuff, Brother Ellis. I have one more question for you before I open it up to the brotherhood. Is what do you attribute your success to?
I would say, I've been married for 30 years. You have to have a spouse that supports your vision. I think if there is contention, if there is headwind in your relationship, it's hard to do this thing we call entrepreneurship, because there's so many ups and downs, so many troughs and valleys that, you just need that support. So that's one, is having a strong family setting. I think second, understanding the problem that you solve. Third, the use of technology. And fourth is execution. Once you win a contract, make sure that you execute. And that's a significant issue, again, with our businesses. We win contracts often in our community, but the result, how we execute, is below standard or below what's accepted. What you probably need to do is, again, you need to understand what your solution is and execute, put the resources behind it so that you can provide the solution with efficiency and above expectations.
Excellent. Oh man, Brother Ellis, this is good stuff.
One thing I did want to mention was that I had spoken with the president, and we talked about how our platform could be helpful to the chapter and the fraternity at large. Mm-hmm. We have what's called a referral friend solution in our database, where a member who uses the platform can refer a friend, and they earn money for every transaction, every new person they referred enrolls. Well, what I wanted to do was put in place an organization refer a friend solution. So any member of the organization that enrolls for free, completes a transaction, the chapter gets an enrollment bonus as well as a transaction revenue, and it serves as a fundraiser at zero risk for the chapter and the fraternity at large. We launched a similar platform with the Deltas, and they're launching that internationally, we believe, this summer. We'd love to do the same, starting with my home chapter, Xi Kai, here in Atlanta.
Excellent. That was my next point. So yes, I'm glad that you mentioned that. At this time, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and pause and kind of open it to the chapter brothers to see if there are any questions from the brothers.
Brother Kanjay, this is Brother Gardner. Just had a question for Brother Ellis there.
Sure.
Brother Ellis, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, brother. How you doing?
Good. Thank you. Question, just to follow up to what you were saying, two questions actually. How much of your business is RFP versus referrals, to stress the importance of, again, building those relationships, RFPs versus referrals? And the second question is your software proprietary, or is it something that you're kind of just getting off the shelf and building it to what your specs are?
Excellent. Two great questions. When I think of the term RFP, I think request for proposal. And typically, since many of my contracts are government contracts, the governments are required to put it out to bid. They must get multiple bids for a contract. Now, thankfully, Thanks Again's platform is so unique that we've been winning many of our relationships on a sole source basis. There is no direct competitor. So we built a solution and we patented some of our technology so that there is not a direct competitor. We can demonstrate that we're a unique value provider. So in many instances, which is crazy, in this day and age, we're winning our partnerships and our contracts on a sole source basis. It's a no bid contract. But when we do have to bid, we're able to really position ourselves and demonstrate, again, the value that we provide, what type of value they will receive in the solution that we get. And we have never lost a bid in which we, aggressively competed for the business. And the second question was, I'm sorry, what's the second question?
It was is the software that you're using, is it proprietary or is it something off the shelf that you're customizing?
So we started off by taking something off the shelf, and we used technologies like Tableau, which is a database engine, and Salesforce and others. Then we invested about $1.5 million in 2020 during the pandemic and rebuilt our platform from scratch. So it's completely proprietary, and we own the IP licenses and code.
All right, outstanding. Thank you. Appreciate it. Continued success, brother.
My pleasure, brother. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Gardner. Any other questions, brothers?
Just a quick question, Brother Ellis. Awesome business concept. I did not know this was your company back when we were allowed to travel regularly. I used to run across this all the time in the at Hartsfield. So, quick question. I also work. My day job is with the software company, but I sell talent management software into organizations. And one of the things that we benefit from is an open API structure where folks can tap into our system. And to your point with Tableau, anything that comes into the system is reportable. It could be exported out, et cetera. And we do a lot of integrations with folks like Tango Card and Rewards for folks who complete learning. They're able to, use that report back out and get points for purchases and that kind of thing. Does Thanks Again have an API structure that can integrate with that?
We do. We have a robust API structure. We have about 15 developers on our team, and that's what we focus on. We look at the API structure as a way that we don't have to hire additional employees. I currently have about 27 employees. And if we didn't have the API structure, we can easily integrate with other databases. Think about the additional code, the additional responsibility and manpower that would be required to do what we do. It would probably be 4x. We probably have to have over 100 employees, which again, makes you inefficient, makes you probably prohibitive for our clients. So our API, our investments in API integration capabilities has been, again, one of our reasons for success. So I'd like to talk with you about what you're doing and within your day-to-day work, and see if there are ways in which we can partner, because that certainly, again, is a robust part of our business model.
Absolutely. I will be in touch with you, brother. Appreciate that.
Yep. So what I'll do is I'll connect the both of you after the meeting, via virtually.
Yeah, email is perfect. Thanks, Devin.
Absolutely. We have time for one more question from the Brotherhood.
Yes, this is Brother Hodge, Brother Ellis. How's it going, sir?
It's going well, sir. How you doing?
Good. My question is just more of a how do we fix our New York Knicks?
Man, stop.
Point of personal order.
Yo.
Point of personal order.
Now, it's just to add a little bit of levity.
No thanks again.
Yeah, just a little bit of levity. And I just really wanted to take the opportunity.
You just tainted my whole
I just wanted to
So what's
take
interesting,
the opportunity
we're
to,
switching, Hodge.
huh?
So what we're doing is our next expansion area are in arenas. So we just brought on Champ Bailey as on our board of directors last year. And what he's doing is, it's a very similar issue. If you go to a football game or a basketball or baseball game, the owners, they know they're season ticket holders, but they don't know anything about people that are not season ticket holders. And even if the season ticket holders, what do they buy from the gift shop? How often do they buy food? They don't have real tangible transactional information about their customers. So we saw the same need that we can fill, that we do in airports, that we can do in arenas. So Champ Bailey is leading our initiative with all of the major sporting leagues. We can run the same platform through their arenas in every city. So I can't fix the Knicks, but I certainly get you rewards when you're at Madison Square Garden.
Appreciate it. Now, but I all seriousness, I just want to take the opportunity to say thank you, man. Definitely some great information, man. And I just want to say thank you again for joining us today.
Yeah,
brothers, I appreciate it. Unfortunately, I got to run, but I appreciate the time and opportunity, and look forward to launching the referral program, and that I think can deliver significant revenue and money to the chapter and also to the fraternity at large.
Brother Ellis, before you go, real quickly, so what should brothers do to basically start this? Do we just need to go to the website and register, or is there something that we do specifically for the chapter?
I've already created a landing page, and what I like to do is work with you and Brother Hodge and send it out to the email addresses within our chapter. And then all you have to do is just enroll. And then we'll create a dashboard, and every day the fraternity will see how many people have enrolled and how much money has been earned. And every transaction, you get a percentage of that as well. So you'll be able to see on a day-to-day basis how much money the chapters earn through this platform. So it's completely transparent, and one that I think is a win-win-win for all organizations. We win because we get more members. The chapter wins because we give you money and revenue. And that's what we want. That's what we want to have.
Excellent. Brother Ellis, thank you so much for your time.
Indeed.
Really appreciate it. Thank you.
My pleasure. Have a great day, fellas.
All right,
Mark.
Go Mob.
come on.
Mark.
All right, Brother Hodge, that concludes the business spotlight for this month. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Kanye.